Hey y'all, welcome to Sunday Morning Sermon with All in Good Fun. Today I'm going to talk about Pope Leo. This morning I drove past the Catholic Church. No, I'm not a Catholic, but I do want to talk about the Pope. First ever Pope to come from the United States. Maybe the first Pope to criticize the United States rather openly. On Easter Sunday, he said it was truly unacceptable to declare that a whole civilization will die, like that nasty ass offensive post that was put out by the Pedo of the White House on Easter Sunday. He said nations should use diplomacy, not war, and then he criticized governments that use weapons as a condition for asserting their dominion. He said that mentality gravely threatens the rule of law. Now, a lot of rumors have been circulating since then that the White House is threatening the Pope, threatening the Vatican, threatening to drop bombs, etc. So I did a whole bunch of research to get behind that, and I couldn't find any valid threat against the Vatican. Just a bunch of nasty ass words against the Vatican and the Pope because they don't like what he's saying. Now, here's where things get really, really weird. So about a week ago, the U.S. ambassador from the Vatican met with the Pentagon. Why would you meet at the Pentagon, not the White House? I mean, the Pentagon, that's the Department of Defense. I imagine Department of Defense was trying to get the Vatican to say they support this illegal war choice. Vatican's unwilling to do so, just like all of our former allies are unwilling to do so. Meanwhile, here's what I have to say. So the president's been really critical of Pope Leo. This is the spiritual leader of the Catholic Church, and 25% of our nation's comprised of Catholics. So I don't think it's too smart to criticize this international Catholic leader. But where it gets really weird is there's these people called Christian nationalists who support the current administration. Now, by their name, Christian nationalists, I would imagine they're supposed to be following the teachings of Christ. So I decided I'm going to go look in the Bible, see what the Bible says about war and about treatment of people. And, I had to look around a little bit, do some AI research, dust off my Bible. But in the Old Testament, in Isaiah, it says, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And then in Proverbs, it says, whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker. Let's move on to Luke. In the New Testament, it says that you should throw a banquet and invite the poor and maimed because they wouldn't be able to return the favor. I'm paraphrasing a lot. You'd just be helping the poor and the vulnerable. That's what, most of the Bible teaches. But these Christian nationalists, they support a felon and a pedophile who wants to take away food from the poor, food, healthcare, Medicare, Medicaid, so he can fund an illegal war choice. So if you claim to be Christian or Jewish or anybody who follows any kind of Bible, this administration is spitting on your faith while it shits on humanity. Sermon done.